Call all y'all about to see outside. Yeah.
Click it on. Shalom, shalom, Yashua, Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, head to the east. Bring all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Faithful Hebrew tongues, correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS. And shalom to sisters and brothers living this truth. And shalom to you brothers and sisters listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Hey, we want to start out today by, hey, giving a round of applause to Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua, man. This devil and his lies are pretty much through. Like, the whole vibration of the world is starting to see right through this devil. The veil is starting to be revealed. They're starting to see that, they are the liars, starting with the elites on down, and they're behind the 8-ball right now. Like, Esau's behind the clock. Like, this thing is called COVID-19. We were supposed to already have, the people supposed to have the MOTB in them by, 2019. Here it is, 2022, and they're still lagging behind. They're lagging behind because the truth came out and it upset the lies they ran. The finesse game is over with. So now, this devil, he's got to throw like Hail Marys. If anybody don't know anything about football, that's like a long desperation pass. The devil was desperate, pretty much out of gas. The Crown 19 is done fell flat. So now we're looking at the new lie they're going to come with in order to usher in, the beast system. And he's about to come greatly with it, too. I think, really, speaking through the spirit, the finesse game is done. We've got to start coming with brute force. You got to pull that sword out because the people are rebelling. They're rioting. Everybody's seeing it. You got senators on the floor calling out Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, what they call it, gain of function. That's what they call it. They call it gain of function. They got it all on there. They talking about they got Fauci, the records of who spent the money, the Wuhan lab, who all was in on it, the time and dates. Like, it's all on the court records. Oh, what's this senator's name? Rand Paul? I forget what state senator he is. Yeah, and it's another Ron Johnson. They pulled it all out of there. So it's all on record of what they did. Like, we just witnessed the biggest crimes against humanity, like, ever. Because this is a worldwide thing. And then, like, you put in the group chat, the little TikTok, the high schoolers are starting to fall out because their heart's starting to explode. I forgot the name, what it's called, start with an M. They starting to get heart inflammation. They passing out on basketball courts, track fields, and stuff like that. And it's getting hard to cover it up because everybody got a phone. Everybody got a camera. You got TikTok and everybody's recording it. I seen what was one of y'all sent a video? People like getting the shakes after the thing and passing out, like, and they're like, your dumbest of dumb purpose. He be like, man, you know what? I ain't going for it no more. I don't want a 4th round of the Java Troopers. So now I'm like, how you gonna get a 5th round out of it? Like, they're gonna have to just go ahead and say, you know what? Back to the drawing board. They looking for a new lie, but it look like ain't no more lies. They got another Edomite breathing down their neck. Vladimir Putin, he's done doing the lies. He like, man, I'm just come for the sword. I ain't got time for games. I'm a grown man. I'm a war president. I don't play them games. I'm just come out with my tanks. Google slock them. We don't play that. So they got to cover that up. That's why they come with the entertainment. We got World War III coming. They got these celebrities coming out, all these little hoes, coming with their little story. They trying to say, look over here, don't look over there. And it is just, I did a lesson on it. They did the ISIS dude, ISIS leader. I'm like, anybody worry about no ISIS? They did that to like take your mind off of, Vladimir Putin. They trying to flex like we still strong. We took out a terrorist. I'm like, man, y'all fund them, And how do we even know that story real? They just doing that to keep your mind off what's really going on. They're like, we got a boxing match coming up. Watch the Super Bowl, and the lies is failing. The lies are failing because the truth is out now. The truth is out, and it's bearing fruit. We got more brothers teaching the truth, more people flocking to the truth. How I know the truth is really getting to them. That Islam dude, he got a podcast. His name is Islam, something like that. He talking about the MOTB is the chip. You got Egyptology. What's that? Salnada. He talking about the chip is the mark of the beast.
Islam, they doing interviews with other people saying they mentioned the well too. There was a Nation of Islam dude. They talk about Sweden, how they got all of this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they do. Islam. That's what I'm talking about. So Islam, all these other people, everybody talking about. Everybody now know the mark of the beast, the chip. So I'm like, hey, Esau can't finesse that. Like when it come, everybody gonna know what it is. Now you're gonna be left with, am I gonna take it or am I not gonna take it? Now it's gonna be you're gonna get reduced down to your faith. So come down to do you got faith in the Lord or not? Because everybody know what it is. So I'm like, he can't finesse that. He ran out of gas on the Crown 19. So, and everybody started to call them Edomites. You starting to hear that a whole lot. Your lowest of the hood, Jake, is like, man, you an Edomite. I'm like, man, wow. So it's like, everybody starting to know your true nationality. Then I'm looking at Esau when I watch, like, when they be doing courts and stuff, CNN, and they shaking in their suits. They scared. They've been revealed, They now everybody knows who they are. Now they worried about their safety. They beefing up their security. They up there, voice crackling. Everybody know who they are. What you got the 50 precept, and this is why right here.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49, and I'm gonna start at verse 8. It says, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitant of Dandon, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grape? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not."
Woo! But you hear that? They say his seed is spoiled. But they out here doing math. They into the Momo stuff. Like you just tell, it's the end of them. They have no future. At my job, they're quitting the jobs. They don't want to work. And now the Edomites in my job get mad because it's starting to be nothing but Jakes, Southern Northern tribe, and that's pissing them off because they can't keep none of their kind in there because the young of their generation don't want to work. His seed is spoiled, And like the scripture said, he's been uncovered, Everybody knows who he is, know what he done did. Everybody looking at all these little executives, CEOs, all the money they done made. Even their own kind is rebelling against them, man. You can see that Egyptian versus Egyptian, that wound is separating. And it's bleeding out. And they're nervous, man. It's like usually you can bank your future on your future generations, and it ain't looking good for Esau. That's why I like how the scripture said that his seed is spoiled, but he is not. Because now he looking like a fool. They up there like, well, we man, Joe Biden, one time Joe Biden was on the press conference, he just said that looking crazy. He had nothing to say. There was nothing he could say. The reporters pulling out stuff. What about this? What about that? He just sat there with a dumb look on his face.
Hey, you see that video where Joe Biden was talking shit to the reporter? He called him an old dumb man.
Yeah, he like a female. He was during the insult.
Yeah.
Because he ain't got nothing good to come back, man. They been found out. The truth is hidden. The apostles and elders is coming with it. Hey, they ain't slowing down like a millstone. They just coming with the truth. Just bam, bam, bam. And it's making this place crumble. To where the devil it's like being out of gas, man. He just in the car just on stuck mode. He can do nothing but look. So we know what he gonna do. What we warning y'all right now. He gonna reach under that glove department. He gonna pull out he gonna pull that sword and pull that gun out. He has no other move. He has nothing less stuff to do. But to come with violence. So we got the Rex 84 probably gonna come into play. The King Alfred plan, Operation Gordon plot. Hey, they gonna come with their military might. Plus, they gotta come with it because they got other countries coming after them. So they gotta fight with their own citizens, and they gotta fight with outside forces. And that's an L. They know the L coming, man. They're trying to what you call it, cash out. You in a casino when you playing on a machine. And they ain't giving out no more money, and you got to cash out. You got to cash out. Ain't nothing else for him to do, man. And when he cash out, it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna come to Jacob's trouble. He's gonna go for bloodshed. Usually they kept us under control with lies. You had the civil rights movement. Hey, they gonna come like they did on right here we standing, Black Wall Street. We just gonna bomb them. Like, I can't lie, I can't stop them. Because Jake coming up. Jake looking good, man. Jake buying new cars, new houses. We got 7 and 3-year-olds. The name of Yahweh Bashiach Shah. And It's not like we coming up. The curse is coming off of us. And they see that. They like, hey, man, like the curse is coming on my people. Curse is coming off them. It ain't looking good for us. So I'm gonna have to come on with it, man. My wife over here, she being more of a whore than the Israelite women. You know, they lead they baton and whoredom now. You know, because they the ones started feminism. Now they up there running with it. They like, shit, I'm gonna do gang bangs. I'm gonna secure the bag.
Look like Sakari Richardson.
Yeah, with the hair, man. They falling behind Israelite women, man. They done took the baton. They on OnlyFans doing gang bangs and stuff, man. Like shit, Edomite women, they doing the most. Like you wanna know a big time whore? You know, they put our women on display, but look at the Edomite women. They promote, you know, sucking down by 8 different seeds, and you know they call it liberate. You know. And then they womb ain't fruitful. They ain't making babies like that. Then they do make a baby. What baby they come from? They making a Jake baby. They only want Edomite rods no more. They want Jake rods. So, hey, Esau spoiled all the way completely. His women don't want him no more because every time an Edomite woman get the bag, she go get a Jake. So they're not going to produce any more seeds. They're done. Esau is fall flat on his face. Before he fall flat on his face, what they always say, over my dead body, he going to load that shotgun up. And he gonna get the yap.
I got a quick right here for you, guys. It's the Psalm 101 in verse 7. He said, he that worketh deceit shall not dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. See, and that, right here it says, he that worketh deceit. Okay, Esau Edom has been spreading lies throughout the whole world, right? So he said, and how about you outside said he would not dwell within my house. Okay, this house is the whole earth. Okay, my will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, and he said, he that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. So eventually, Yahweh outside is gonna come and take Esau out within 1 hour, and he will not tarry in your sight.
I got one to back you up. Esau Edom is a liar, man, from birth, man, and the Lord hates that. So this is a precept going into that, because like the brother read earlier, it said his hiding places has been sought up, man. The Lord is putting a flashlight on this damn devil. And this is Proverbs 6:16. It says, 6 things does the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift to run into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discourse amongst brethren. And all those things that the Lord hates, that's pinnacle to Esau Edom and how he runs this damn country, man, and how he been getting over on people from day one. Esau Edom is a damn liar. He sowed discord. He's a proud damn devil and shit. Hey, that's everything the Lord hates. And hey, and the second death is, hey, that's his future. The Lord got indignation with that damn devil.
Yeah. That's why the Lord said I love Esau, and he said I love Jacob and I hated Esau. You see, so he hated Esau because of those 6 things right there, those 6 reasons right there. And that I believe it's more than just 6 reasons.
Yeah, the Lord hates those things. Yeah. Esau do all them to the max.
You said shed innocent blood. That's Esau's MO. You go over there, go to a different country, slaughter you, and take your damn resources.
Right. Kidnap your ring. What he do? He kidnapping innocent baby. You know, and then what he. What did they do? What that the
ritual? Like said, the babies, drinking adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Kill the babies, drink their blood to keep looking young.
Shed innocent blood. That's Esau Edom to the fullest.
Sacrifices and shit.
Hey, it was an Edomite that just blatantly said it out on the interview. It was a radio interview. I heard it back about a year ago, where this Edomite just blatantly admitted, if you scare the child so much and you scare them and then slaughter them and drink their blood. Okay, and then he said that's like a drug to them.
Adrenochrome.
Yeah.
And that go into discord too, because when you slaughter the parents and take the children to sex slaves or whatever they want to do, that's so in discord right there.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna cut off and tell them lies like this is where you really came from. You this and you that.
Right.
You know, you Acapulco.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Man, so all this why Esau Edom got to go, man. Like we don't need this man over out here on earth, man. And the minute he get knocked out of power, that's when everything gonna get turned back into righteousness.
And the truth is shining a light on this man. He got nowhere to hide, nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide no more, man. Like that song, old school song.
All you gotta do is follow the money, like follow the resources. Who got control of all the resources?
Precinct back up, and you got one though.
Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Mm-hmm.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yeah.
Hey, that's strange from the womb, man. That shows when they went out of power, they came back into power, which was coming back out that womb, the rebirth, which goes in the Renaissance. First they came out with speaking lies. They scrambled all the nationalities up, all the nations up. They said they invented this, we started this, and the rest of the brown nations just dumb, stupid.
They started that iconoclast or something like that.
Iconoclasm.
Yeah.
They was starting the Renaissance period because Esau didn't come up with nothing. Right. Esau stole everything he got. That's why he's called the thief and the liar. You know? And now the truth is coming out about that because now it's starting to be, they started feeling themselves. And they thought they was really smart. So they quit taking Jake's ideas. Now without Jake's wisdom, the kingdom is collapsing because Esau ain't got no wisdom. Esau is a fool, straight up, by nature. So with them feeling themselves, you know, the great grandfather that teach the younger son to steal Jake ideas, now they out there just looking like fools, man. Like Esau can't do nothing right now. He can't fish right. He can't get nothing right. Can't open up nothing right. All these companies are collapsing. They're bellying up. They're not good businessmen. That's why the whole economy is the shit. The real good businessman is Jake, you know, and they just messed everything up, man. Now, like even our women are starting to see like they ain't shit. Cause now Eve trying to get right. You know, the ones that got a little righteousness in them or you know a little sense, they like shit. I better go back to my Israelite man, cause this dude right here, he about to lose it. You know, Jake at the job telling me they old ladies is calling him acting right. I'm like, cause everybody see his L coming. Now like everybody's starting to see their clarity. Their eyes starting to watch like this dude really ain't that. You know, look at the state of America. You know, then you got they probably thinking back to their history. Jake built America. You know, standing where we at now. Like wisdom builds things. You can't establish no kingdom without wisdom. And Esau doesn't have any. It says the unwise king destroys his own kingdom. And that's what's happening right now. But Esau been at the helm for what? The last 400-500 years, this place went to straight shit, man. Like, you don't even know what bathroom to go to. They talking about non-binary, y'all. You know? Right. I don't know. I feel like a woman today. I'm going to go in the woman's bathroom. Like, they can't set good laws on that. Like, come on, goddammit. That should be common sense.
Telling the kids at school, if you want to be called a cat or a dog, then that's what you is.
Yeah, like, come on, man. No sense. This kingdom has no common sense, no wisdom. It's on collapse. Like we said, they said you can identify whatever you feel like. So if you feel like a dolphin, we're going to make a pool, and you get in the pool when you a dolphin today.
A teacher got fired for that because a kid was like, man, I identify as a cat, so you on the road, you got to call me Meow, and the teacher went Meow. And they fired him for that.
I heard something about that.
Doing the teacher short.
That's another thing. I heard something about it. I think it was in California where this dude, he was messing with young women, young girls like under the age of 18. We got in trouble. And something said like he claimed to be a woman and yada yada. But anyways, he got sentenced to like a woman's facility or something. I don't know.
Look, he identified as a woman.
Something.
Inmate's about to get raped.
Yeah.
He in there with a rod. He about to be raping chicks.
Man, there was a point in time in history where they actually put male and female prisoners together, and they actually got pregnant with the of prisoners.
I can tell you, dudes rape other dudes. You know they gonna rape a woman.
Yeah.
She ain't got a chance. They gonna come get Snicker bar or milk or an apple. If she refused, you know the guard gonna turn a blind eye like I don't hear nothing. She end up getting rapid. You know what I'm saying? So what I just said that's gonna happen again. Because now you say I identify as a woman and go to a woman's prison. That just shows like a complete lack of wisdom in this kingdom. Like they just went like it's like the old Edomites, like Creepy Joe. They just lost all their marbles, man. They don't belong in a position of power no more.
You know that little history lesson where they were saying where women was having babies in prison, they was basically turning every time they had those babies, they would turn them over. And they'd be even more slaves. So basically, they profit off of that shit too.
Yeah, to the state, huh? Now you a system baby.
Yep.
That's sad, man. That's another that's another crime right there, Esau. That's dumb. So I'm gonna come with this. Going back to what you said earlier, Bayan. This is Micah 6:12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Every time Esau opened his mouth, I guarantee you a lie gonna come out. The Edomite can't go a day without telling one lie. They gotta lie, man. And me and Kadar can say we went to a job. Remember, Lucas in Oil States, and he lied every single day. It wasn't a day I didn't speak to that man. He didn't tell a lie. And he prided himself on telling lies too, because he was smirk after he tell the lie. So I was like, this devil get off on telling lies, man. He was Esau at his fullest, man, because he was lazy. Remember, he didn't never want to work. He couldn't fix nothing, and he lied every day. He smiled with his lie. Like, he'll tell you some blatant lies. Like, even other emails looking like, dang, dude, you gonna tell that lie like that? And he smiled like, yeah, I told that lie. Let's see who believe me. You know, I think that's what he came to work to do. Like, what lie can I tell, see if they believe me? You know? And it says, for the rich men thereof are full of violence. Who's full of violence? Esau. Esau wanted to do bloodshed because that's how their forefather was. Esau came out being a cunning hunter, which means he came out killing because he had the spirit of Cain on him, man. So they like blood. They're the bloody men. They like violence, man. They like torturing people. You know, their crime 19 is torture, man. They say they probably get a kick out of watching people get the shakes. You know, that's my juice right there did that, you know. And I made $1 billion.
You can always tell by the way they eat. Like, you know what I mean? They don't never eat the way they eat their meat. They always still got blood.
Rare and bloody.
Yeah, rare.
You know, they like violence.
Yeah.
I notice when they do violence, they want to advantage. They like to attack people that they know they can win against. You know, they want to attack the little ones or the poor and needy.
That's the reason why they try to take the men out the household, just so they can keep hold of the women.
Yeah, because Esau ain't strong or tough. He just got blessed with that sword, and he used deceit. So Esau come in, you know, if it's a strong Jake, he don't want to go head up with Jake. He'll come with some little lies. Like Ogden said, get him out the way, and I'm going to attack the women and children. Right. And feel good about it. Esau don't feel bad about that.
Esau trying to call a popo, and then the popo, you know, come through. Well, I got a couple from the brother, comic book, Prince Highways, Shalom Art, you know, how about Shimmy Shabbat the car? So it's a brother, Prince Highways, Psalms chapter 5, verse 6. Thou shalt destroy them that speak pleasing. The Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. All right, and Psalms, Micah, chapter 6, verse 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. You know what I mean? That's right on point, man.
Spot on. Deceitful in their mouth, man. Like I said, they tell a lie like breathing. You know, it's nothing.
One more, Job, from the same brother, Job chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, you know, going into Esau. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Your doctor ain't nothing. Your doctor made a falsified. Yep. You know, so they medicine really is false. We supposed to be on an herbal type of healing. They use chemicals, you know, pharmakia, witchcraft, which is white magic. That's why women are all barred out, you know, getting ran through, don't know where their minds is at, like a zombie. You take enough Xanax, you become like a zombie. You know, you be zombied out, you don't know where you're at, but your body's still functioning.
Man, when I was like 16, man, I don't know how many, but I was down and out for like 2-3 days. What day?
God, man.
I know a lot of people that was on that shit too. Like,
Oxycontin. What's another? Percocets. Yeah. You know, real powerful drug. People like it right now.
I had classmates that died from this shit.
Yeah, that's the hardest. They say that's the hardest thing, you know, to get off of is all the fucking pharmaceuticals that Esau was pushing out.
Opioids and all that shit. Yeah.
Man, everything they were putting, you know, cigarettes, tobacco. It's like,
poison. They push out poison, and that's your positions. You know, like I said, of no value. Because a lot of them was promoting the job at you. That led to a lot of death.
That's I touched on a little on one of the lessons I did in my back. It's like these devils care so much about, you know, the health of people, because that's what they claiming, that health and safety, yada yada. They won't be pushing all this shit that kill people, like tobacco and all the crap they push. You know what I mean? By the end of the day, hey, these deals is forges of lies, man. It's all agenda.
God, man, I like that position no value because the doctor you go, they like legal drug dealers. I remember I had a doctor not too long ago. Like every time I say something wrong with me, he had a pill for me. I'm like, God dang, dude, you got anything? Like, why is every pill always the solution?
My baby mama and grandma, man. You get the motherfucker got like 2 drawers of pills, all a basket over here. It's like non-stop, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, Saturday through Sunday, huh?
God,
then they take the pills and like make them like big and they have another ailment.
That's
and they
the
give you a
thing.
pill for that.
She done have fucking surgery on her belly because all the pills she been eating before, like she done fucking. They already had to do that, you know.
That's another thing Esau like to do. That's the bloody man. Like you go in there and say like my stomach hurt. They'll look up. Oh, your appendix is bad. You got to cut it out. You need surgery.
Yeah.
And that's always the remedy. You need surgery. Oh, your finger hurt. Let me cut your finger open and I can fix it. And then I know that everybody talk to Aki that had surgery. They don't get no relief from it.
No.
They still like my back hurt. My knee hurt. I'm like, what you get surgery for? Esau just cut you open operation for nothing. You didn't get no relief. Hey, that shit always still hurt.
Well, I had surgery. I got circumcised late. And then when I was like 5'6", I fucking got in a car accident with my nose. And man, the devil's messed it up. I can't even breathe out that nose hole now. You know what I mean?
Y'all never fix nothing. Y'all never surgery. 40 years. And everybody talk to you had surgery on your back. Yeah, my back hurt like a mug. Yeah, my now I said, what the hell? So Esau just cut you open for the hell of it. He the bloody man. He just want to see it.
That's why I told my mom. She was poor, bro. She was like, "Oh, they gonna give you some insurance money. You get some surgeries. You know what I mean?"
They don't get no relief. Esau just cut you open for the hell. I said, position no value. Hey, the scriptures are spot on. That was written 1,000 years ago. That's spot on, man. They don't help. They make shit worse.
Yeah.
You go to a doctor, man. Hey, it's a good point. Now you go to the doctor, you might lose your life. Gonna put you on the ventilator. So you got Crown 19.
There's some people that died on the surgery table. If you really think about it,
especially if you're an organ donor and your organ match some of them elites that need one side.
He died from Crown 19.
I got a quick precept in to go along with that story. What you said that Edomite was always lying. This is Proverbs Chapter 4 and verse 14. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence."
Hey, can't go to sleep unless I do some mischief. Gotta tell a lie. So that shows it's programmed in them to be wicked. They have to do wickedness. They can't go to sleep unless they did some wicked. It said in the scripture, cause some to fall. So they want to tell a lie that's going to put you in a bad situation or, make sure, you in some discomfort. They got to cause that, They don't feel good about themselves unless they cause somebody some discomfort, which goes to what we talked about earlier, the doctors, the physicians. I gotta put somebody in bad health. Yeah. I got to put somebody on some drugs real quick, and they'll probably feel can't like the scripture said, they can't sleep at night if they didn't cause no type of mischief or harm to somebody. And that's crazy. That's like a psychopathic mindset.
And that's another thing that they be pushing that making that money because they can't sleep, so they gotta go get them pharmaceuticals to go to sleep.
God, I didn't tell a lie today. I didn't destroy somebody's life today, man. I don't feel good about myself. I'm going to make sure I wake up and go tell Earl his wife was cheating on him, so some discord real quick. And then I'm gonna tell him, hey man, I found some cancer in your liver, so I cut his liver out because my partner that I golf with needed, So I'm gonna tell him a lie, put him behind the 8 ball, so my partner I can go golfing with Willie on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what.
They're like a whole elaborate wicked plan. That's how Esau thinks.
It's a whole bunch of enchantments, they lying to the masses of the people, like the moon landing and just go on and on. Everything these devils, come out with at the end of the day, there's lies and just deceit behind it.
They can't deal truthfully, and that's one thing. The Lord, he likes the person who deals truthfully. And Esau Edom, that's why he's fit for that destruction. He's fit for that what is that, Obadiah 118, because of that, man. I got a quick precept. This is Proverbs 12 and 22. It says, lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truthfully are his delight. And hey, like I said, Esau Edom never deals truthfully. So hey, he's not in the good sight of the Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua.
That's why Yahweh Shah hate Esau and he loved Jacob. Jacob has the ability to deal honestly. You know, Jacob really, if you really think about it, Jacob, man, your average Jake, even though they can be like wicked or do wickedly, there's some type of compassion in their heart. There's some type of goodness in them. But Jake can't be as wicked as an Edomite can be wicked. They can't go that far level as Esau can be. Esau can go super wicked, destroy an innocent baby and then go to school the next day as if nothing happened. It doesn't bother him. It doesn't hurt his conscience. Jake, I know that's why a lot of celebrity Jakes is messed up. When Jake does wickedness, it messes with his conscience. Because deep down inside, he know it ain't right. So it bothers Jake, man. Jake can't continue in wickedness like Esau can. That's why the path to be wicked was given to Esau. It was given to them to, set up and put people in darkness and, spread lies throughout the nations. It's for Esau to do that because he can do that. He can eat abominable food and not be affected. He can take out innocent lives and not be affected. Like he can't sleep unless he do that. We just read the scriptures. But Jake gets his conscience gets plagued when he does stuff like that. The Momo acts. Like if Jake drink some innocent blood from an innocent baby, and it's gonna bother him. You can see it in them. Like they look like they can't continue no more. They be all bugged out because these times they know that ain't right.
That's because Yahweh Bashem Yahshua gave Jake the laws. And these heathen, he didn't get a law. So hey, Esau Edom, hey, he's not bound by that. So he can do whatever he wants to, and start skipping down the street. And Jake, he do that, hey, he gonna be feeling bad. He got some remorse and contemplate killing himself or something.
Then he gonna need Esau's former kill. He gonna need Esau's white magic to be so he can sleep, feel better. Because that's weighing heavily on his conscience, man. Because he was supposed to do righteousness. He was supposed to put out a righteous vibration. He went off on that. So Yahweh Shash's gonna plague his mind. Esau's not plagued like other men. Esau could do that, and like Ox said, like skip down the street, and he his natural element. It make him feel good to do that. It's probably the opposite of Esau. Esau do something good, like say they do righteousness unwillingly. They probably mess their plague, they conscious of like, man, I healed that person. Naturally. I don't feel good about that, man. You're gonna make some babies now. There's gonna be more Jakes out there. I don't want that. Order my Jamba Juice. You gotta make sure we birthday seeds. You know what I'm saying? Man, back where your child at? I got this thing to get real quick. Mess the brain up. Now I feel better about myself.
I got a quick right here that go into what you were just talking right here. It says, this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity. And that's spot on right there, because it's like Yahweh Shah view us as a child. Okay, just like our parents, we'll be doing some badass shit with other little kids, but our parents will come whoop our ass for doing the same shit that they were doing. That's how Yahweh Shah view us. So that's why when Jake, whenever he do some wickedness, that Yahweh Shah will plague him, just like the Ox said.
I think he got his mind is plagued, man. He ain't the same no more. Now he gotta buy some coats. He tried to do something in the hood. I gave out coats, I gave out turkeys. That still don't help.
That's the worst thing too, a plague of the mind. That's in the scripture. It says, give me any plague with the plague of the mind, the scripture say.
That's the wickedness of a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all that thing from following after Esau Edom, man, because when you follow, what did it say? Following out the ways of the heathen. So the minute we follow the ways of the heathen, that's when we start getting plagued. So just going back to Esau Edom because he's the rulers of this world.
And then I got another precept. It's Jeremiah 9:3. And they bend their tongue like their bow for lies, but they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth. For they proceed from evil to evil, and they know not me, except the Lord. So Yahweh Shai is not in Esau's thoughts, man. It is not, prosper him to push out truth. It helps him to push out lies because he thrives in lies. He thrives in darkness. He thrives in violence. So like a archer bends the bow to shoot the arrow. Hey, Esau opened his mouth to spread a lie. I like how Apostle Ramla said. He said, "You want to know?" Apostle Hart said it too. He said, "You want to know Esau lying? You want to know how you know Edomite is lying? Hey, his lips is moving. If his lips is moving, he lying.
Right.
Because they're not valid for the truth. It don't proceed. It's not good for them to push out a truth vibration. It's not good for them to do it, man. All they can do is push out a lie. And it's like they got. Hey, I noticed Yahweh Shai built them with a thing called cognitive dissonance, where like even if the truth is in their face, and they'll still lie. Like it can be right there in your face, something can just happen, they'll still lie and then roll the lies if they didn't see the truth. Like they try to say white privilege don't exist, or it's no racism in America. Even though you see racism right in your face, they still can't push it out. They still got to come with that lie. They can't help it. Even though it's in your face.
That goes back to the wicked ass cops, man. They get the body cam where they have the body cameras on.
Like George, what was that? George Floyd.
Yeah, George Floyd. Yeah.
The police had the knee on the neck, and you still hear Esau. Well, he shouldn't resist it.
Yeah.
He shouldn't. He shouldn't have did this. I'm like, oh my man, like they just can't. The truth is not in them at all. At all. They can't come with it. Like they don't give a damn. They're gonna roll with this lie all the way till they be destroyed. And the 2/3 Jake that's falling behind the devil, you're gonna get the same thing. And another thing, that's why I know 2/3 Jake is done. Because they gotta get their truth from Esau. And Esau not gonna give you no truth. At all. He gonna lie to the end. So if you can't, look to your people, I got the spirit of Yahweh Shai and you pretty much done. Because the devil gonna lie to the end.
I got a quick one right here. This is Proverbs Chapter 16, verse 27. It says, "An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lip there is as burning fire." You see, when he said in his lip there is that burning fire. So when you hear Esau tell a lie, or you see all of those those police, they said, "I want to investigate myself." They do shit like that. That's a burning fire. They cause a burning fire. They cause that anger to erupt in the masses of the people. Okay, and he said. And going back when he said, an ungodly man diggeth up evil, which we read that earlier, they can't go to sleep without throwing mischief, without causing somebody to fall.
They say the wicked goes astray from the womb speaking lies.
Yeah, that's it. The ungodly man right there.
I brought it out early.
I got Psalms. I really was wanting to read down to it's only 9, 10 verses. I'll start at verse 1, Psalm 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right.
All right, going there, these secret societies, the secret councils of Esau,
the elite bankers.
Yeah, the Illuminati, all this shit.
Bilderberg, Trilateral Commission,
Rockefeller, DuPont.
Yeah, the banking families, that's what brothers always bringing out. That was they had power when they kept everything a secret, but like the priest said, started with Esau being made bare. All right, their secrets are being exposed. Therefore, these devils losing that power. It says, verse 3, Psalm 64, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. All right, going into all these enchantments that Esau has, the propaganda that he pushes through his media, all right, TV or whatever,
He said when they bend their bugs, they shoot at the person at the poor. Through that media, they were talking about, why your so-called black and Latino and Native Americans not going along with this vaccine mandate. Why they brought up the celebrities, just to point that out. So that they shooting their bow, they taking a shot at the poor.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna go into that. It said that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, referring to the Israelites. All right, and in this time now, the elect, the 1/3, said, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. It said, verse 5, they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? All right, hey, that's the pride of these devils, Hey, but through the spirit of power, how much you not shy? Hey, the elect see them. All right. Start with the elder apostles on down, like my brothers. Hey, we see through these devils, lies.
Now we see the fruit of y'all about to be outside work right there, man. Because even the 2/3 Jake, they starting to recognize who the devil is. Even your the lower level Edomite, the whole world is recognizing who the devil is now. So ain't nothing secret no more.
You got other dudes that come to the truth, fall out, and flat earthers, this and that, bugged out doctrine. But at the end of the day, they all, hey, we can all agree on one thing, Esau is the wicked.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And this is verse Psalm 64, verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. And Esau, he wants to try to search out everything he can, But it said, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Going into this word, the prophet of the Highways and Byways servants, shooting at Esau, making him bear with this word, just like saying 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. All right? Esau being consumed by the spirit. Yeah. So, it says, suddenly shall they be wounded. Hey, Esau hurt. These devils are hurt. All right, that's why they moving the way they moving, Just like Revelation 12:12 say. But they about to come down with that great wrath because they know they have but a short time. They're hurt by this word. They're hurt by the truth. All right. Say verse, I'll get that again, verse 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
That part where he said to make their tongue fall upon themselves, I just mentioned it earlier. Senator Brandon Paul going off on Fauci. They falling on themselves. You're just against the
Ron Johnson. And that's that council casting now. He like, man, I ain't about to go down with y'all. Y'all done messed it up.
Right.
I'm about to tell it. And that's going on big time now. They telling a whole lot. You like watching YouTube, you got little prepper dudes. Other dudes, they telling it like.
And Dr. Fauci made his tongue fall upon himself because he said he didn't know anything about the money that went into the Wuhan, but he was able to tell you how the money got funneled through the Wuhan lab. See?
Yeah. He looking bad.
Right.
He looking bad. He did like Creepy Joe. He started calling dude little names and stuff.
Right.
He started name calling. He really had nothing to go with. Dude put up facts, and he started stuttering. And I know it's like, who's there I talking to? He be shaking. Hey, he was shaking like a mug. I like, yeah, he's done, man. This devil's on trial, man. He's been found out, and he's done with, man. So that's the council. So be cast down their own council, tongue fall upon yourselves, because now your lies, like you tell a lie, you got to keep track of that lie. Right. When you was a little kid, you tell a lie, you got to tell another lie, cover that lie, because that lie tell that lie.
Digging that hole.
Then you mess up, like on that movie Don't Be Admitted, like you done messed up, right?
Yeah.
You mess up with your lie, and now that lie you done told don't go with these lies. Yep. And then we got this on film. We got you recorded, So now it's like
Biden when he went on his campaign before he got elected.
I'm on Band-Aid.
Yeah, he said I don't think we can go get this Band-Aid. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. And then 6 months later he said our patience is running thin. Did he not say that?
Yeah, God, that's right. Tongue fall upon yourself.
Right. That's the pride of thy heart, deceiving them. What I mean? Hey, these devils so proud. They know they get caught up in their lies, but they just keep coming with that same agenda, And there's so much. They push so much misinformation, yada, this and that. Unless you have the spirit of Yahweh Shemi outside, supping with you, you ain't gonna be able, you ain't gonna be able to see it for what it is. You might be able to see a little here and there, like these so-called woke individuals, these other Edomites or whatever. But But at the end of the day, you know, they don't understand that this is all, you know, part of the script. As it was saying, verse 9 here, I'll get to 80. And so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing.
Ooh, I like how all them flee away. Hey, Babylon the Great, America's losing all their allies.
Right.
They really only got one ally left, and that's Israel. And the only reason they got them is because Israel funds Babylon the Great. You know, that's where all the bankers is at.
And that goes back to what he said. They should stop considering, like all them people that went along with that mandate.
Oh yeah, they consider it. You're right. They are considering right now. Yeah, they are like. And look how they come to conclusion. I shouldn't have did it.
Right.
All them got regrets right now.
Yeah.
All them I talk to like, man, I shouldn't have did that. Like, and they're mad. You know, I'm just telling them, hey, don't get mad at the Jews. You better take that to who told you to get juice.
Right.
Take your anger to them. And the anger is building up too. Like I said at the job, man, it's a lot of anger getting built up. They said you see them storm the Capitol last year. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they might happen. Hey, they're gonna storm something else this year. Something else about to get stormed.
And that goes back to that preacher that I just read right here. I'm gonna read it again. It's Proverbs 16 and 27. It says, "An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and his lip there is as burning fire." See that burning fire, see, because whoever told them to go along with that mandate, now you know what I mean, that burning fire is they brought that anger towards them. You know what I mean?
And look, and that's why some of them senators is flip-flopping on the whole agenda. Like, you know, I'm gonna be for the people. They gonna come to my door. They gonna be on my side.
Right.
I ain't gonna deal with that mob. You deal with the mob.
What's that piece of unstable in all his ways?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that for you. You go ahead. I'm gonna get that for you.
Yeah, that's what a lot of you. That's what you're seeing. You know, throughout is a lot of, you know, people going back on what they said. You know, and yada yada. I had the same thing with, you know, throughout Israel, some of these other camps and other groups and stuff. All right, but at the end of the day, you know, like Scripture say, the deceiver, the deceived and deceiver of his. Roughly paraphrase.
I like the scripture about that. Say that every man, once they see the doings, they should consider and flew away, man. That's happening, man. Everybody's not rolling with the agenda no more. Right? You know, the whole snare done fell flat. They're all considering. They all like, man, that was a bad deal. You know, and they ruined a lot of lives with that, man. And not only just the health aspect, the economic aspect. You know, a lot of middle class business owners lost their businesses behind the line. You know,
so that point, so that was when it said the lips was bringing forth fire. Man,
and they like, oh, so they're gonna have a little torch, a pitchfork. We should have your head.
That's another form of that control, you know, taking out that middle class, the working class, where basically everything is corporate owned. Yeah. And then, you know, in a time come where they would say, oh, you gotta have, you know, proof of this, you gotta have that MOTB. Yeah. You know, and they, hell, that's the only Walmart, you know, the only one around now. All you know,
my pops is done.
The middle class, you can fend for yourself. They just want everybody to be rich or poor, so you can lean on them. So
the MOTB goes smooth.
Exactly, it ain't gonna work.
When people got their own business, they can hire you. Really, the middle class businesses. That's how people could avoid that mandate. Right. The people that like, if I'm my own company, like, hey man, we ain't doing no mandates. So they had to get them out the way. All the corporations do what the elites want, because they're all elite owned anyway. You know, Walmart.
And that's perfect that you brought that up too.
Hexmark symbol in they logo, like they're all corporate. They're all the elite owned. Elite set the corporations up. So
they all got their little sixes in there.
Yeah, the metaverse. Yeah. You know, they gonna roll with the agenda. Tesla, they gonna roll with it. You know, it's the mom and pop side to get rid of, so they're not. Those are individuals, and like the precept you read, they're gonna consider. And they be like, nah, man, I'm having a hard time keeping workers as it is. I ain't mandate nothing. Plus, I don't think I want to do it. So I'm gonna make them do it. So nah, we ain't doing it. And then without that, everybody go, hey, that's gonna make the middle class businesses. They was gonna blow up. If they wouldn't have got rid of them. The thing is, like, everybody start shopping with the mom and pops. Start working for the mom and pops. They blew up bigger than Walmart. Yeah. Because everybody would have cast off the corporations. Yeah. Like, you know, middle finger to Walmart. I'm gonna shop with Lil Ray Rays to get my products, you know. And then, like, as Lil Ray Ray get bigger, they're gonna need more employees. And Lil Ray Ray gonna look up, hey, Hey, he bigger than Walmart now.
Then he gonna mess around and have to buy one of them corporate buildings.
Yeah, that's it. He gonna start franchising. Like, shit, I can open up another store now. Man, hold up, open up over here, open up over there, and then Walmart gonna go down. You know, look, what's that? People ain't on the metaverse stock gonna go down, and then like without that, the stock in the Java Juice would have went down. Cause I ain't gotta take it. I went around you. So what Esau did, he killed that workaround. Where I'm forcing you. I'm causing you.
Put a fork in the road. He put a construction in the road. You know what I mean? That made cause everybody to hit that detour.
That's another thing. You know, my little off topic, but still on topic, because the brother from Mississippi, I think it was Ayashima, a while back did a lesson. It was going into the metaverse and this and that, but it had that Mark Zuckerberg dude, and he was sitting there and he had his two dogs. One of them's named Mark. One of them's named Beast. You know what I mean?
So he let you know. I said he let you know they ain't. That's what they tell on themselves.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They tell upon themselves. I didn't tell on themselves, but
Man.
That wasn't smart, man. Because the OLED gonna add that up.
The signs are there, just like you Google that patent that Bill Gates and them have on that cryptocurrency body activity data, which is the MOTB.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it straight tell you 2020 06 06 06. And tell you going into cryptocurrency, it's going to be put in your body. And you still got people that want to buck up against that.
They told lies so much. They take the lies, they true.
That's spot on right there, man. So that goes into them trying to force control. That's all they really really talking about.
Because of they're trying to force it.
Yeah.
Like when like football, I'm about to run a route.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna fake like I'm going in, but I'm gonna go out. Right. He trying to take away that out route. Ain't no out route, man. I got that cover. Cover two. You smothering you. So I'm looking for an interception. So I'm taking away any little outs you got to avoid my system. Little, like trying to catch a mouse. You cover up the holes.
Yeah.
Plug his holes with steel wool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lay a little mouse trap. Put the little bait right there, little cheese with some money.
Hey, guess what? Yeah, you said it too. I was just thinking that. You said that cheese. That cheese is symbolic for money. So hey, if you go get this mandate, I give you $80. $80. Hey, I give you. If you go, let other people go away with with the church, you get more money.
Wow, gotcha.
Yep. Another thing they're trying to collapse the society and shit. They already been talking about that. What a basic income.
UBI.
Yeah, UBI. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm over there. Got nothing. On the verge of being homeless. And you come with something like that. Oh, we'll give you this money. You're gonna be set. All you gotta do is take this. You know what I mean? People fold up.
You're gonna take it. Yeah. Real easy, especially ones that already took the Java Juice. They folded on that. To me, that wasn't even high pressure. To me, that wasn't even a good full court. You could have if you just waited it out or got you another job that ain't big business. I'm like, he didn't even push that hard. They show how scary the people is and how little they faith is. So I'm like, if they got you to do that with that weak ass lie they told, that was a weak ass lie to me. If you went for that, I don't see you withstanding the MOTB. The MOTB ain't gonna crash the dollar. Right. They gonna create big panic when the MOTB come, and that's why we going to Yashrala now. So if you didn't have to fake to avoid the Java Juice, which is a weak ass test, how you gonna pass the big test? This the hard test coming up. Yeah, this the major test coming up.
Yeah, you right on that. Really, because all they did was threaten you with your job, which you could have easily got another one. Your parents probably said, "Don't come over here unless you go get that." That is weak. But the big shit, when they start promoting that, they gonna say, "I'm gonna take your life." That's when it's gonna.
That's when the fake gonna kick in. This is a little test.
Yeah,
it's like a little practice test, and 60% of Babylonians went for it, man. It even like
70.
Yeah, 70. Gone. Salakia, 70%. Which I was listening to a thing when I was getting out of work this morning. Man, the dude was talking on the news station. He's like 2/3 have been, inoculated. I was like, there that number go. 2/3. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that's spiritual right there. So you went for that just off of them speaking it, like scare tactics.
Right.
They basically scared you, like, man, if you don't do it, I'm gonna beat you up and take the job. And they went for it. When MOTV come, it ain't gonna be no candy talk. They gonna crash it down. They gonna come full court press hard. You know, they're gonna say people like if you didn't avoid that Jamba Juice, you're not gonna avoid the MOTB. You know, MOTB it's gonna be hard on us. You know, we got faith. So imagine somebody that ain't got faith, don't know the truth. They sign me up. They gonna say I had to. I didn't have no choice.
That's why
the chip in their head.
That's why the scripture said, what is the right to be scarcely saved? What does it say? The right to be scarcely saved, where would a sinner in an ungodly appear? I think that's in the book of Luke.
Now we know, man, they're gonna be and they locked to be destroyed.
Right. I got two real quick. Luke chapter 17, I start verse 32. I know where's how to shine. You know, he said, remember Lot's wife. Right?
You know, look back.
Right? Because she didn't want to let go of that, what she had in that, in the world. Verse 33 said, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
Ooh, I like you brought that precept up because that is speaking loud right now. This is something I read, a couple years back. I first coming to truth. And I was like, man, I was trying to make sense of that, And now that precept make real big time sense right now because everybody went to go get that Jamba Juice or to preserve their life, and the Jamba Juice gonna lead to you losing your life. That precept going live right now.
These people, they don't know, but here 6 months a year, people will start dropping. They probably gonna come back and say, oh, it's a new variant, but these people done jacked up their what they call that
immune system.
Yeah,
them compromised it, man. So now, like, if you gonna go fourth round of the jump shot, hey, a little common cold gonna hit you like the Ebola.
just like old Bob Saget. You know what I mean? He took the booster, and 5 days later they found him in a hotel room.
Yeah, and that might have been an inside job though, because he was one of the pedos that was on.
That could have been. That could have been. But he was literally. They showed a video because I seen that dude's page, Zay the Truth. He had a little small clip that said, "Yeah, I went and got my booster," and then 5 days later, you know what I mean. Then I looked at the news clip. I did a lesson on it. I looked at the news clip, and they said he was, laying on his side and he had his arm across his chest. So I'm like, usually when somebody having a heart attack, that's what they do.
Clutching.
Yeah, put their arm, and then a lot of times, those jabs, that's what they've been doing. They messing with their people's heart.
Like I said earlier, I showed a video, man. It's a lot of children passing out. They're dropping dead.
Yeah.
They ain't speaking on it. You got to go to alternate media to see that.
Yeah.
Mainstream media ain't talking about that. Mainstream media still talking about go get your Jamba Juice. Yeah. I heard on the radio today they had a doctor up there promoting it. That's when I heard the 2/3, and he up here saying it's good, and but he was saying it was good, but yet he don't want to take it. I'm like, what type of hypocrisy is that?
I got that precept for you right here. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. This is James chapter 1 and verse 8. It says that double-minded is unstable in all his ways. You got it.
Yeah, that double-minded right there. That doctor was double-minded. He's promoting to go get the juice, but at the same time, he didn't want to go get the juice. And I'm like, okay, if you ain't gonna get it, why should I go get it? And you a doctor too? What type of sense is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you see that a lot. The exacts. They made the Jamba Juice. Pfizer exacts, Moderna, they didn't take the Jamba Juice, but they, pushing out there for everybody else to take. This let you know it ain't no good. If you got any lick of wisdom, you ain't gonna do it. Like, how you ain't did it? You should have been the first person lined up to take the shit. If it's so good.
Yeah, exactly. That make you stable. If you stand on your decision, you stable. But if you sitting here telling people to go get it, and then you like, I'm not gonna get it, then like you indecisive, motherfucker. Like, how you gonna tell me to go get it? You ain't gonna get it.
That's why I seen a video about the CEO.
Yeah,
like one of five, one of them. You know what I mean? They asked him on the spot, he took it. He said, well, no, I'm not around people. This, what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He's going to show you at the end of the day, it's all part of agenda, getting that money and messing people up.
That's their lie, man. They lie talk, man. The Empire put out on the press, have people talking like it's so good. It's the best thing ever made. It'll save your life. You don't want to be in the hospital. But yet, he come out and say, I ain't took, I work out every day. I take my vitamins. They're like, hey man, hold up, can we do that? Nah, you gotta go take the juice.
Hey, that's the thing. If these people ain't in control and have such power to be able to put this shit in other people's body and kids and this and that, the first thing they should do is take it at their selfish. You know what I mean? Just, hey, you pushing this product, you ain't gonna try it. You know what I mean?
You got so much faith in your product, then, you know, why you want to take it?
It's like, you know, back in the, you know, the old drug scene, you know, you try the product before you buy it. If you get a big amount, you know, and now you might get a bag of something that ain't what it was supposed to be.
And this is why this place is called Babylon the Great, because it's the land of confusion. That's all our leaders is full of confusion. They confuse themselves. You know, they don't stand on one principle. They got a flip-flop.
They double-minded big time.
Yeah.
They got Jake being double-minded too. I know a lot of double-minded people in my family. Like I done witnessed some of that. They'll say one thing one minute, then say something else to flick what they said the first time.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, no wonder your mind ain't right. Like you ain't even right with yourself. Like then you gotta make a decision. You gonna sit down, is it yes or is it no? They like, man, it's yes, but then it's no. It's also yes. I'm like, hey man, that's confusion. Like I said, Babylon the Great, they confused, y'all.
And you got to think about what he said. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you walking, following a double-minded man, and that leads to what? The blind leaders of the blind.
It's just like, I think it's one of the elder apostles had a video and said, you know, you all had a demon on you or something. I can't remember, you know, which apostle, but, you know, basically, you know, all these people in the world knows who, you know, are not in this truth and not in the lie. Hey, they subject to getting them demons hopping on them, you know, and you know, Satan be messing with these people, you know. Spiritual things, Satan be hopping, demons be hopping on these people. You know, they be all over the place, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And I'll tell you that double-minded is really hitting all these other whack Israelite groups big time.
Oh, yeah.
Like General IUSBK, that's double-minded right there. You're supposed to be in the truth, but yet you promote Esau's agenda. Man, that's double-mindedness right there, man.
IUIC,
that's double-mindedness right there. So it's confusion. Right. So I bet the people in the other camps, they messed up right now. They about to bug out because they didn't get a solid, pure doctrine, the truth. It ain't consistent. It's like, you know, we the truth, we against Esau, but go take Esau's Java juice.
Yeah, they built their house on sand right there. That's what your house Shaw was talking about, man. You know, they built that house on sand.
Yep, I got a precept to the back up, kind of like everything we just talked about right now. This is Psalms 40:4. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. You know, that's us right there, man. The Lord is our trust. That's our truth. So we're stable. We're locked in, man. We're not going for the Java juice. We on these scriptures, man. We following the script, like I said earlier. You know, we're not turning aside the lies. Like Esau, like if you run with Esau's lies, you're gonna be like on the slide at Big Splash, the one that curve a lot. Like Esau gonna have you all over here, then you gonna be all over there, then you're gonna be turning all over here, you're gonna be flipped upside down, you're gonna fall on your face, then you're gonna get a super wedgie, and you know, you don't know what's gonna happen, and you don't know where you're going today. You know, one day they say, go get the booster, it works. The next day gonna say, we don't need a booster. Put your mask on. The next day gonna say, the mask don't work. You need to go get the booster. And then not only a booster, you need to mix and match your boosters with different companies. Then they're gonna say, oh no, don't mix and match your booster with different companies. That'll give you a heart problem. Yeah. We're gonna roll with Johnson & Johnson. Then they're gonna say, oh no, Johnson & Johnson is causing this problem. We're gonna roll with Pfizer. And man, it's exhausting. If you're gonna eat some line, hey, you're gonna be tired after a while. Because every day it's something different. Hey, you know how people's like that, the older people that's watching the news, and they are totally messed up right now. Because the news flip-flop. Yeah, hey, because it's like, yeah, because you're going to get flip-flop so much, man. The news, the story changed like every which way. See, us, we're locked in on the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah. Our stuff is consistent. We done ate the word. We know the truth, and all we got to do is stay the course. Right. We on a straight gate. We ain't turning to the left, turning to the right. Like I said, doing the hokey pokey, get spun around. We ain't getting in like that. We on a straight gate. We going straight, and it brings calmness, peace of mind. Like, yeah, I knew there was a lie rolling straight. Yeah, I knew there was a lie rolling straight. Now, if you running with the lies, man, you like, hey, he's like at you over here, over there. Hey, it's like you doing a dance. What's that? The electric slide. Yeah. 2 lefts this time, 2 hops this time. The slide to the left. Yeah, back to the left. Like, hey, man, hey, after a while you get tired, man. That's tiresome. Hey, look, that wear your mind down. You need your mind, man. We gotta go to work and deal with family. Then you got these lives to deal with. Hey, that's what what they call it, worker burnout. They ain't get burnt out from work. You get burnt out from these lives. That's just burning your mind out because you don't have that peace and calm. You getting told lies and it's weary. It wears on your mind. That's why people get mad.
These devils, they try to get you trusted in them and their way, and not in the true way. How much you not shy?
I wasn't gonna bring it out, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring it out.
Isaiah 30. I have Isaiah 30.
Oh no, Matthew 7.
Go ahead.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 7, verse 24, and it said, "Therefore, whosoever hears these sayings of mine, doeth them, and I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon rock. And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock." Verse 26, "And everyone that hears these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand." And it said, "And the rain descended, and the flood came, and the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it."
It's like, trusting your house, on that cornerstone, your house shot, and it's truth, and then you got those who were trusting in the ways of Esau in the world. That's that saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got one to back that up. That was on cue. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1, it says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me.
Yep.
And that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may have sin to sin." And hey, that's what you see going on. These devils do their agenda, do their propaganda, their enchantments. They got the masses of these people out here running down, and getting tested, getting masking up, getting that juice. You know what I mean?
And that's tiresome. That's a lot of work. They say every week get tested.
It was an automatic chaos and mass confusion today, God,
I need a mask. And they say, you need the N95 mask. That's the best one. Now, we take that back. You need the I-65 mask.
You walk around,
triple mask.
N95 or something.
But go out and get a fucking full-face respirator, you know what I mean?
They looking like the SWAT team running around with the mask on.
Yeah, hazmat suit.
Yeah,
that's
like biohazard.
That's another thing. Everybody wearing the face cut. Hell, you can't see who they. People getting away with robbery and shit.
Oh, man, real.
Then you can't breathe, so you get lightheaded because you breathing in carbon monoxide all day.
Yeah, I said that before, man. Like wearing that mask all day is like sitting in the car with your garage closed, man, with the engine running.
God, you pass out.
Then
you watch Channel 6 News.
There's definitely an agenda behind, this program working on people's minds, and plus the devil, he probably profiling like who's gonna, go with it, who ain't.
Sifting. That's why they got the detention centers going. They're like, man, this dude ain't got no mask on. He ain't got no juice in him. Hey, Roger, he's gonna be a problem.
Yep.
You need about 8 soldiers. In fact, make it 10. He's kind of big. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be scared, man, because they see that he ain't going for it, man. Like, I think they look outside their window and see how people got on face masks to know if it's working or not. When they don't see that many masks, they're like, oh, shit, hey, we got to run a new story. But in fact, that's when they get a new variant.
Yeah.
And they probably have a little dart, a little board. You throw the darts, and they throw the darts. Alpha Sigma. That's the new name. We're going to roll with that, Johnson. Put it in the press. Okay, go wrong with that one. Okay. But I got a new form of juice. It's almost getting to the point now where like you go to the little fountain drink, the little pop, and you get your little drink. It's almost like that to get your little jab of juice. You're doing Johnson, Moderna, Novavax, you know what I'm saying? Which one I'm gonna take this one? I'm gonna mix and match mine. You know what I'm saying? They said that works on the news.
Hey, I'm surprised they ain't got that little advertisement up with free donuts, man.
They did. They said that donuts and
like,
lotteries.
I heard about it in a while. Like, you get your
people tired. They done got their donuts. Now they arm hurt. Now my heart hurt. Fuck that donut.
You got those rappers making songs about it. You got all these
juvenile
people trying to influence the minds, other people in the world. Hey, man.
As I said, if your mind ain't locked in on your how about you outside this truth, you almost feel sorry for them. You see how their mind is going, it's spinning. Like I said, they're spinning them. And you just spinning and spinning. And you still got to go to work, take care of family. After a while, man, they going to spin. You're going to see, like you said, people start dropping. Just from your mind being tired, your body is getting attacked from the Java juice. And I'm telling you what it's doing to you physically. You don't have no ground on the truth, no foundation. Basically, like I said, they foundation's built on sand, man. They have no foundation. That way, Esau can, like they're like a wind, a tree in a strong wind. They get tossed back and forth, every which way, and they ain't got nothing solid.
Was that precept something like the Lord 11 number, him that dwelleth with wisdom?
God, that's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7.
I got another one. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be punished. All right, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So, hey, when we part that hopeful number, then we're gonna get that deliverance. But everybody else, especially those who join hand in hand, pushing Esau's agenda. Hey, they said they not gonna be unpunished. All right.
Yep. God, I'm gonna bring out a precept. This is how people should get their minds right, man. Something perfect, then they be all right. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiastes 34:8. The law should be found perfect, without lies, and wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth. So now it's time to, it's time to get your faith up, man. It's time to get to that perfection, man, which is the law of such commandments of Yahweh. That will keep you grounded. That will be that's your stability. Which Isaiah, what's that, 33:6? That's your stability, man. That's what keeps us stable during these troubled times. Because it's about to get more hectic, about to get more crazy. Esau, the lies is out of gas. Now he gonna come with the sword. Now he gonna just force you. They done ran their lies. It didn't work. Now I just gotta come out with my little Gerber troops, military troops, and now he already did the sifting. Now he knows who gonna comply, who not gonna comply. This man ain't got no mask on. He ain't got no juice in his body. Hey, we sending National Guard troops to his door. Y'all been detained. You are a public health threat. The narrative is you have to be, inoculated. So now that they ran the scenario, that thing is done with. Now comes the sword. Now comes the physical part. Now comes the real test. Now comes the test of our faith. When you get locked in a FEMA center, detention center, and they threaten your life, either take this chip, let me stick this device in your body, or I'm going to take your life away. We're going to put your head in this guillotine real quick. So that's the stage we're heading to now. We went into the life phase. Now we're going into phase 2, which is the sword phase. The divorcing, the cause of all. You're going to crash the dollar. Like I said earlier, you're going to come with this UBIs, universal basic income. If you don't accept it, he going to send troops to you. He going to deal with you forcefully. They're going to probably have, re-education. You go into camps, they're going to try to re-educate you.
Like re-indoctrinate.
Yeah, re-indoctrinate your butt to lies,
The TV program and the media program ain't work on these, so we gotta really get something. Instead of that, talk to them.
Yeah, and after that, if you don't comply, they're gonna seek to take their life away from you, man. So then we're gonna find out how much of Yahweh dealing with us. Do he really love us or not? Then we're gonna see the standard get lifted up. Then you're gonna see deliverance come, because you can't be delivered if you ain't in trouble. You gotta be in trouble first to get delivered. So go ahead, Doc.
So it said Revelation 12:12. The devil coming down with that great wrath. They're gonna be the times we soon to be in.
Yeah, it's coming, because the lot of them went out, and it went out with a whimper. But you can see what they gathered with that lie. They did the sifting. They can see who is who now. We can see who is who now. You can just be like, man, you got the Java juice or not?
And
I tell if you got faith or not.
It's all on that fucking Esau computer. Everything integrated in that damn computer system. These devils can track you, and know everything about you based on, your social security number, this and that, your name, ID, and hey, all linked up.
Another thing, man, to keep in mind is that everything right now is saying so peaceful right now. So, but don't ever slip up and think that these devils done gave up. It's just like I said, they didn't went back to the drawing board. I just seen an article in South Carolina where they just said that that they proposed a law that said that if anybody asks about your inoculation status, they should be get hit with a misdemeanor or get thrown in jail. So that's another sign towards the World War III, the Civil War. But you got you got the southern state that's going against this inoculation status, and you got the northern state that's with it, okay, which is gonna cause friction, and we need to look forward for that as well.
Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War.
Well, I was thinking, because you got some of these other people who might be able, because they're financially able to move or whatever, but you got people that don't want to, do that, so they're gonna move to the states that are against it, and they're gonna have them all in one little. Hey, a whole bunch right here in Texas.
And they already did that. A lot of people went moved from California to
Here.
Texas.
To here too.
Here too.
You got a lot of people at Amazon. A lot of people at the jobs, man. Hey, they from California. A lot of people
Some people came down here from New York as well too.
A lot of people, man, they mind like I said, it's perfect. They got the sides. Everybody that's for it gonna be up in the northern states. Everybody's against them in the southern states, and they're gonna just come. Okay, northern states, what we gonna do? We're gonna encamp, and they're gonna do what Putin did. We're gonna camp around the battle. We're gonna stage troops around.
Yep.
They're gonna tell them y'all got one last chance to get inoculated. If not, we will come with a martyr.
And it's a repeat of history all over again. Because remember back in history, the North versus the South. Okay, and that's what's happening right now. It's the northern states versus the southern states.
And that was another thing. I don't know how true it might be, but I seen something where they were saying, now most of the people that weren't taking the stuff were those of Republican states or whatever.
Yep. And of course they got to put that spin on it, but it really ain't got nothing to do with politics, man.
Yeah.
It's all about the force of control. They just want to control the whole nation.
You think, nothing to do with politics, but we know the Democrats to be, a little worse with the Momo crap and all that crap.
Mm-hmm. And just like the doctor said, that ain't nothing but I'll tell you, astrologers did a lesson on that smoke screen. That ain't nothing but a smoke screen right there.
The two horns, they both are the same beast.
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly. Like you said earlier, that law you talked about to me, that's just rocking people to sleep.
Yeah,
they look at it like a victory, like, oh, we winning. We got a new law coming to play, so they gonna go ease back into Babylon the Great, go back to their bread and circus, and then bam,
They shall say peace and safety.
Yeah, you're gonna jump on them, man. And they ain't gonna be ready because they thought because this law came into play that they won something. Like, you ain't won. This devil, he about to go hard with it. He already gathered up his data. That's why they do everything for experiment. Now I know who to go after, who not to go after. Because he didn't have the resource to get every single American citizen. He don't need to get them. He just need to get the ones that ain't, caught up in the lies. And they go to what you said. They're going to Revelation chapter 12. Because they really want to attack the remnant of her seed. The ones that keep the testimony of Yahweh Bashiach Shah. Really want to come after the believers. Because we're the ones ushering in his coming. 2/3 ain't ushering in the coming of Yahweh Bashiach Shah. They too busy feeding their belly and wanting to watch entertainment.
St. Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3 and 4, all the other ones, they already deceived by the God of this world, by Esau. You know what I mean? So
But I did a lesson on that, man. With I feel like they're gonna finalize this whole thing because they're using the post office to deliver out those test kits, and that's gonna finalize their whole data right there.
If you ain't did it, they get the pump. That's their last little hoorah.
Yeah.
That's the last little bit of that Crown 19 lie right there.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta scan each one we put in the box and stuff.
Yep. They know. Like it don't matter. Like the minute they put that scan on it, that scanner gonna pick up. Because like when a customer call about their packages, all they got to do is call. They be like, oh, well, this package got delivered to this address. So they know. You know what I mean? It ain't like they don't. You know what I mean? So
that's the last call for alcohol in Crown 19. I just saying the sword is coming. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all now. Like Esau wetting that sword was going to sharpen. They get the military ready. And they said I did an article. I did a lesson on an article. They done snuck in National Guard troops in the hospital.
School system as well too.
Yeah. So you think about. Oh yeah, I seen that. Substitute teachers. If you think about it, that's a strategic way to place your troops within. already close.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
hey,
All I gotta
hey,
do is make
hey,
one
look.
phone call.
And the crazy
In the
thing is,
neighborhoods.
and based on that little strategy, imagine if you was in the military and they call up their substitute teacher and they're like, okay, these kids' parents is not going along with this inoculation. I'm gonna hold these kids' parents.
Nah, yup. All right, they might load them on a truck
Yep.
at the school or during school.
That school bus.
And then give you a note like your child has been reported to, you know,
Such and
Tinker
such.
Air Force Base
Right.
Detention Center because you did not go with the inoculation.
Yeah.
Okay, you have 30 days to comply. You need to get inoculated to get your child back.
Yep.
That's a plan they can run too.
And if you don't, then they be like, well, they could just say, hey, come to such and such facility, and your ass ain't gonna be able to come back. You know what I mean?
Got you too. Got you too. And that's good. Hey, I like you pulled that out. And they getting to hear that because that's a tactic. That's why I say, if you got children, man, now's the time to take them out these school systems. They can very much pull that move off right there. Like I can say, that's a 1-2 punch right there. First I get the child, give you a little letter or email to get your child report here, then I got you off the school system. And like I said, they got the military troops. I seen the article, like I said, he in there the mask on. Hey, in his military gear, teaching children. To me, that shows the education system is done with.
Yep.
When they need police officers and military troops to teach, man, get your children out the goddamn Tulsa public school system. You know, I don't give a damn, man. Get grandma or somebody to do the little at-home learning or whatever the hell they got going.
It really, and all they gotta do is learn how to read. That's it. The minute they learn how to
Basic
read,
math.
then everything else will follow.
Reading and comprehension,
Yeah.
basic math, really all you need.
So you go to a job, you don't know what to do. They train you, ask you learn. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
And as long as you know how to read, as long as you know how to do basic math, hey, you
That's
get
all
through.
you need to get through life, man.
Yeah.
Really.
How you think our grandparents, at 13 and 12 was working back in those days?
Con. Good example. They ain't go no damn college. College really is a scam, man.
Yeah,
Figure that out. That's just get money out of you.
and you look at generation on to the point we are now, man. It's like they say, if you try to imagine this place continuing on for another 100 years, I couldn't imagine another 10 years. You know what I mean?
You don't know what it is. Like you see that a little boy, a little girl.
It's like they say, it's like no flesh should be saved.
Hey, we did that at the camp one day, man. These two chicken, hey, we didn't even know because they way better. And it was like they both had short hair and they walking down her holding
I remember
hands.
that too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like-
we didn't know what he was, man.
Like,
And
they
then look,
those two niggas, or that, I don't know, man.
Esau spliced some DNA. You know, if you want to identify as a cat,
Yeah.
I can get my DNA. Like they say, doing the mRNAs right now, I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing fur. I'm a cat man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dolphin man.
And that just show you how wicked the times we're in, because all this wicked abomination that's taking place on the earth, and you can't even speak out on it. You can't call it for what it is. And these devils,
Yep.
was
Truth
it
is called misinformation.
called good evil and evil good?
Yep.
And hey, man,
That's Isaiah 5:20 right there.
Yeah, the truth is called misinformation.
it's
You know,
like
they come out with lies. That's supposed to be the narrative, which is a lie. That goes, but then you come with some truth. Misinformation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lie, right? You don't listen to him, man. He's crazy. You know,
that's what we're gonna take though. Wake a
he's
lot
a
of
black people Israelite.
these
Terrorists.
wake these
Hey,
people up.
if anything, that's misinformation. Nigga, we ain't black, motherfucker.
God. You know, we ain't no terrorists. We got Bibles in our hands.
Right.
Like, you the terrorist. You the one with violence. You the one shooting up and taking people's resources.
They got Bibles, but they call the white man Jesus a devil. You know?
They threaten your livelihood based on a needle.
Right.
You know, you a terrorist. You breaking up homes,
Man.
destroying people.
And you can't say we're lying because we got it in our history book.
God, you the devil. You the terrorist, man. The whole world coming to attack you for what you done did across the country, across the world. You know, we pull up video evidence on everything you did. Shoot, we just trying to make it. Shoot, we do good to get our daily bread.
Right.
You know, we can scrap for that. We ain't got it. We standing on ground to show you a terrorist. You terrorized my people back then. It was doing 101 years ago. They was just trying to get their economics on point. You bombed them with your military. That was a terrorist attack. Shit, Shit.
We
Burning homes.
We over here thinking we the only one that did. Y'all done did that too, but try to find out you did it to the whole world.
Yep, Ishmael. That's why Iran getting their nukes ready. You know, Ham done been, Ham and Hutch, man, they destroy Ham bad, man.
See, one of y'all brought it out earlier, what's a king due to his own or whatever?
An unwise king destroys his own kingdom?
Yeah,
we just quoted it. You just quoted it.
Yeah. And I just go say, hey, Esau go throughout the earth, you know, like he said, Habakkuk chapter 2, you know, and he never keep it at home. He always involved in all these other people's business, fucking shit up. And then he destroying his own people here, you know, in the land of America, Babylon today.
Terror. Biggest terror.
Yeah.
Ever that walk the earth, man. This is conquer, man. You got some lithium.
About King and 3.
Resources. Anything this devil want, first he gonna come with a lie. And look, he gonna use our book to disarm you. He gonna come in the name of sweet baby Jesus. He gonna say you need Jesus. Close your eyes and pray. When you open your eyes, it's gonna be a sword in your stomach.
And that's why
wife is ravaged, your children gathered up.
And that's why our people shy away from reading the book, because they always say it's the white man's book.
Yeah,
white man's book.
Because he used it.
Yeah,
he used it to take people's kingdoms away. You know, he come, what they call it, missionaries.
Yeah,
crusades. Y'all some heathens. Y'all need sweet baby Jesus. Let me put hands on you. Then they pull out their daggers.
Because of those actions that they took using the Bible just to destroy people, that, you know, that goes into that 2 Corinthians 4:4. The gods of this world blinded the minds of them that believe it not.
And that's that great falling away too. How people fall out the truth because Esau used it to commit his wickedness, man. Which that's why the Most High hated. Right. Say Esau hated. How you gonna use my word to commit bloodshed and robbery? You know, you're gonna come and try to come in my, a false name, but you using my word though. You know, but that's all the plans of Yahweh shot. Now we're at the point where this devil been found out, and now that's about to happen to him. You know, he about to, when the standard get lifted up, and the 144,000 come into play, he about to get raided. He gonna see terror. He gonna see terror like he ain't never felt before in his life. You know, you heard my precept? I
got one more right here. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 27. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. For faith it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared.
Woo! Right there, that truth is coming out, man. The light is coming upon that darkness. When the light comes upon that darkness, it disappears, man. You know, the lies, when the truth come out, the lie disappears, and that's what's happening right now. That scripture right there is going to play big. The truth is spreading. The lie is starting to, get smaller, starting to dispiciate, It's starting to disperse. And now it's going to be done away with, man. We ain't got too much longer. So with that being said, Yahshua, keep the faith in Yahweh Shah. Stay locked in on this truth. This devil's not done. Keep being circumspect because they about to come with it. They on the drawing board right now trying to calculate how they going to come at us. They look game plan, which is going to get upsetted. There's nothing they can do. Truth done went out. I just read it. It's over with. We locked in. We ready for that power to kick in now. The crocodiles to kick in. We ready for that. That's what's about to happen now. The devil's about to be done with. And we waiting on Yahweh to show up. When Yahweh show up, nothing. The lies is done with. Devil's done. You're through. Stick a fork in them. So that being said, giving all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Kwam Yasharala Wa Babu Ba.
Shalom.
Shalom.